You're listening to the SS Experience on SMG.
Okay.
All right, though, but we about to just record for a hot little second though. So, oh, Sarah Beats, right?
Right, right.
Hold on, is it Beats or Beat? Because I see something that's Beats, then I see like on the title song it says OnlyFans Oh Sarah Beats. So is it Beat or Beats? Like with an
Beats.
S.
Beats with an S on the end.
All right, bet that. Just wanna make sure that we get that right. So let's go ahead and just get to the shits. All right, it's 21 Savage. Rewind that. Good thing we can edit. Drake, Jimmy Cooks on 1067 The Beat, Columbus's real hip hop and R&B. It's another edition of my new music weekends, and I got somebody that's local. This is gonna be the second time that I had somebody local. So you Columbus artists, I be trying to tell y'all, if y'all get on the show, y'all'll be good, y'all'll be welcome. Don't let Atlanta take over y'all radio. So I got a producer from the city, O Sarah Beats with an S at the end of that. Make sure that I get that right. What's going on with you?
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for having me.
No, no, thank you. You know what I'm saying? You came through, drop off the fan, drop off the song OnlyFans. So you on your DJ Khaled tip because I'm looking at the title, so it's Oh Sarah Beat and it's featured like three dudes on it. Kiddo Curry, T Hood, and Maxi Boy 328. Are they all from the city too?
No, actually, Kiddo Curry, he's from Chicago, and he's under management with Whack 300. So he was already on Blueface's song that came out. That was called Tour. So he was on that with the other people. I can't think of everyone that was on there. It was like China Doll and oh man, I can't think of the other guy's name.
Okay, so where's T Hood and Maxi Boy 328 from?
T Hood is from Atlanta, Georgia. He's actually popping already in Stone Mountain in Atlanta.
Okay,
That's actually DJ Plug's brother right there, blood
okay,
brother.
okay, nice.
And then Maxi Boy, he's from Connecticut.
Oh, so on the podcast side, because I want y'all to listen to the podcast side, but we're gonna talk about where all of these artists came from and how you got plugged in with them, and then later on in the show, in the background, you can hear OnlyFans. So if you hear that one thing going on, hey, look, trust me, it's just a beat, just an instrumental. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too carried away. But when I get back from the break, I got music coming up from Kodak Black, Chris Brown, and some Lil Wayne. Take it back with that a milli. It's the beat. So how did you hook up with so you on your DJ Khaled shit. So how did you hook up with you being from Columbus? How did you hook up with all of these different artists to collab on this song?
Man, I just started traveling a lot. Like back in 2016, down in Atlanta, I started touring with Producer Grind, that
Mhm.
podcast. They're very popular. So I was touring with them. I was in Atlanta. I was in Dallas. We went to New York City with it,
Okay.
and I just started networking with all the DJs. I met DJ Plug, and he actually became my mentor for a while. And I've collabed with Young Land, Cassius J, um, Little Mister. He produces for Yella Beezy and Pee Wee Longway.
Okay.
Um, I've met quite a few people. Rub Shoulders with Turbo, who produces for Lil Baby. And when you go out to all of these events and networking, and me being a female, they just really embrace that. So, and then I'm from Ohio, so they're like, yeah, we need to pull her into our crowd. So, um, more so than staying here, I would just travel there and hang out with them, and I would just run into everybody. So, once I started doing that, I started hitting up the artists. I told them what I'm trying to do, and then they were down with it.
Okay, so you kind of have the same problems that I'm not gonna say problems, but you have the same thing that I have going on. You're here in Ohio, but you're venturing out to Atlanta, linking up with artists in Chicago and all of that stuff. So, are you like from Ohio? Like you from Ohio?
Yeah, I was born here. I was born and raised in Columbus, Ohio. I lived in California for a few years in my early life, but I represent Columbus, Ohio, no matter where I'm at, for sure.
Okay, because one thing that I've been trying to do is, like I said, I always take a dig and a jab at Columbus artists because I always feel like it's a hard thing to get them on the show, get them to buy in both ways, get them to buy in. But what do you, as a person who's from Columbus, Ohio, I want to get into the politics first before we get into the music. As you guys hear the back in the background, OnlyFans. I keep wanting to say Ohio because see the OH it's mad crazy. You know what I'm saying? Oh Sarah Beats featuring Keto Curry, T Hood, and is it Maxi Boy or Maxi Boy 328? Because it's just
It, it's Maxi Boy 328.
okay. What
Yeah.
the three? What is do you know where the 328 comes from?
I think that might be his area code. I'm not sure. But
That
he's
makes sense.
dope. He's a dope Caucasian rapper, and I've been messing with him, effing with him for a few years now.
Maxi
Uh,
Boy's a white dude?
yeah, he's a white boy, so he's the one that's gonna come in on the first verse.
Okay, because I was going to ask what was the order of the people. You know what I'm saying? Was it okay? Okay, we'll get into that in a second. I want to get into the politics of it because I'm trying to bring, like I said, if I'm going to live here in Ohio, right? If I'm going to do radio in Ohio, I don't want to have to travel to Atlanta to do what I want to do. I always take that shot at Columbus artists. It's like, yo, get
Right.
on board. You know what I'm saying? There's a radio station here. I'm here. I can promote. I can do your thing. As a person who's from Columbus, Ohio, what do you think is the one problem that, the music culture has here in this city?
They don't support each other. I'm just gonna keep it real. They don't support. I don't know if it's just it's all they want to make it all about them, and when they see somebody else trying to do the same thing, I think they more so go into competition mode. They feel like, well, now I got to step it up. He's trying to outdo me. Versus when I'm in Atlanta, they want to do nothing but embrace you and help get you to the next level. It's almost like, dang, like who's paying these guys just to come up and want to help you? That's just how they are. They just genuinely want to help you.
Right. And that's one thing that I love about, being in Atlanta and working in Atlanta is just the culture. You wouldn't understand how many opportunities that I have working in a radio station in Columbus, Ohio, that they gravitate to me more than they gravitate to the local people out there just because of where I am and where this is because they see an opportunity that they can build off of and vice versa. So it basically goes the same way. We'll get back into the politics in a minute. Got Sarah Beats, you know what I'm saying, on the new music weekends here on 167 The Beat and the SS Experience podcast. Make sure that you download, rate, subscribe, download, re-rate, re-subscribe, and all of that stuff. Get the link on all my social medias at Henny Hardaway 75. So I said earlier that you want your DJ Khaled stuff, so you're making the beats and you're bringing all of the artists together. And again, I normally start off the show with this, but you being from Ohio, I just wanted to take those digs and those shots at people. How long have you been in the game producing music?
Seriously producing music since 2015.
Okay, that's a good
Started,
stretch.
yeah, but I started at the age of 14. I would just DJ and make beats and record like the kids in my neighborhood, like they were performing at a talent show or their church. They would come over, I would make the beat, help them write the music, record them on my little karaoke machine onto a cassette back in the day.
Okay.
Yep. And then I didn't really give up. I just put that to the side, entered the workforce and then fast forward. And then here I am now, like taking it serious. And then when I started doing that, I just jumped out there and I started meeting like the right people.
Okay, nice. So something else that I wanted to get into with you as well, because like I said, I heard the record like once, you know what I'm saying? I like it. I like the concept of the record. So how does it go when you do get these collabs going? So it's like you make the beat, do you send it out to everybody, or do you kind of have like individual in mind that you want to, basically get on these records with you?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that because I'm working on an album that I'll be dropping here soon where I try to mix in some Columbus rappers and with the other people I know, like that are from Vegas, New York, Chicago, LA, all over. So yeah, I start out, I make the beat, and the way that I'm doing it currently is I made the beats and then I have it like on a private SoundCloud playlist, and then I send it out to the artists who I'm interested in working with, and then I give them like not really like a sales spill or anything, but I'm just telling them like what I'm trying to do. Like what you said, I'm on my DJ Khaled. I'm releasing an album. It's going to be Sarah Beats featuring whoever the artist is. I'm going to be releasing singles, putting money behind it for promotion. Not really asking for nothing from them except for, can you drop a verse or can you do a song for me? Send it back. I'll get it mixed and mastered. I have a personal engineer here in Columbus. And then that's just how it works. And usually they're with it. Or if they have their own engineer they want to use, then they can do that. But I'll put the money behind it and kind of control it as it's my project.
Okay. And you say you've been doing this since at least since 2015. Actually, I want to bring back the beat audience real quick because I love this question that I'm about to ask you. Tim's on 167 The Beat, Columbus's real hip hop and R&B. It's new music weekends, and I got Columbus's own Sarah Beats on the show. Say hi to the people again.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
I know that. So I wanted to ask you this, and I wanted to ask this on the radio side of this. So you've been producing beats since 2015. So a lot of things have changed, from 2015 to now. What are some of the things that you think has changed, whether it's the way things are produced, the sound, or just the difference between music from when you started producing to where it is today?
I say a little bit of everything because when I first started in 2015, I was on the MPC Renaissance. So I'm actually hitting the drum pads and playing it probably like how you remember maybe Jermaine Dupri used to do or Timbaland used to do.
All
So
day.
I'm coming in like that, but then I'm quickly learning when I go to Atlanta, they're not on hardware, they're all on software, Fruity Loops, FL Studio, just all of the software. They're not, they're just clicking in on a mouse or hitting their keyboard. So I'm like, it's like, man, I said, I got to get with this real quick. I got to get up on my technology. And then that's when DJ Plug came in handy because he actually sat me down, showed me the game. And DJ Plug, by the way, he produced for people such as Gucci Man, Future, and a Little Uzi Vert. That's what he's known for. I can seriously look him up, look up number one DJ Plug on Instagram. But yeah, so he sat me down, explained and showed me how to make trap beats because when I came in, I was doing stuff like EDM and like boom bap. And that was
Okay.
just, no offense to the older heads, and because I'm an old head too, but like that's just not what was happening at the time, or not even now. So like he really like showed me the game and showed me how to make some for real trap music from Atlanta.
Okay, okay. We're gonna get into more with O Sarah Beats, and as you can hear in the background, her song OnlyFans featuring Keto Curry, T Hood, and Maxi Boy 328. When we get back from the break, we're gonna have music coming up from Kendrick Lamar, Burna Boy, and Sleazy World Go. It's the beat. So you mentioned the technology part of what changed, and I can definitely understand 100% understand that because one thing that changed with recording music is that a lot of dudes like I don't know if you've been actually listening to my new music weekend segments because you're actually here in Columbus, so you can actually turn on the radio and actually listen to it. I was
Right.
talking to a dude that was in jail and he basically records on his iPhone in jail and
Mhm.
has the clearest audio. I wouldn't have known that he recorded it in jail if he didn't have told me. I wouldn't even have known he was in jail until Capo told me that, I'm saying, he's in the pen. And I'm
Right.
like, damn, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So there's no excuses for you dudes that's in the free world. You know what I'm saying? Not to be, I'm saying, getting on y'all shit. So with that being said, you explained the technology as the things that has changed. What
Mhm.
about, you know what I'm saying, like the music itself sonically? Like what's a different sound that you've noticed from the time that you started to now? Because if your sound is dated, then your music is dated and then nobody's gonna rock to it.
Definitely starting with like the claps. Um, I'm going like deep into just the beat making, but like just your claps. I noticed that back then, like 2015-ish, they were using more reverb on the claps,
Mm-hmm.
um, or on the snares. And then now it's like not so much reverb, keep it nice and tight, um, pitch it down instead of it being pitched so high. And that's like, that kind of helps towards your trap sound. And then like those 808s, that's like one thing that I am known for is as a female, making my 808s hit hard because a lot of dudes still can't do it. And then that's how I kind of like made a name for myself in Atlanta because they was like, oh, that's a female that got her 808s hitting hard. Like what do you do? It's like so many things you can go in and tweak and make your 808s like really, really hit.
Right,
So
right, right.
so now it's like it's about having that heavy hitting 808 with a good kick drum, and I'm even hearing that kicks might go away, like for like the new wave coming up, because I always hear about it, and they're saying like we might do without kicks in the year of 2022. It's just gonna be all 808s, 808 drums.
Mm. All right, well, no, that's gonna be interesting to hear in the future coming coming down the pipeline. So yeah, so like I said, gotta make sure people know that you know about your stuff. So yeah, definitely you know about the technical, you know about the sounds, which is definitely great. Got O Sarah B's on New Music Weekends, obviously on 167 B and on the SS Experience on the SMG Podcast Network app. Um So this is something that I always like to try to get people to do. I always try to get people to do top fives, but I don't like to put pressure on people on the top fives. So I normally just bring it to a top three, give or take. If you got five, I'll take your five, but I'll take three at the bare minimum.
Is this gonna be
So
for rappers or producers?
Actually,
Top three.
actually, 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 it was going to be both. So the first thing I was going to do was if you could collab with, any three producers, what I'm saying, kind of co-produce type deal. Because what we try to do is, if I remember, because half of the times I don't remember. It sounds good when I'm saying it now, but I always forget when it comes to post-production and when it comes to posting. We're going to at the people that you mentioned. So we can try to get their attention so we can make your dreams come true. Yay, like Ed McMahon in the check. Yay. So
Oh,
give me your top three producers that you would love to co-produce with.
oh man, like P. Diddy is my idol. Like I know I don't know if he really like makes his beats. I know
I mean, we can have that debating conversation, but no, we not. I just want flowers. I won't do any smoke
I
content.
know
Not right now.
he's more of like an executive producer, so he knows to pick the right people. He knows what sound he goes for, and he'll kind of give direction. So
He's
he's like
not pressing the button.
he's probably not pressing the button, but I would love to executive produce with Diddy, like him
I got
coach
you.
me on what sound he wants, and me try to go in and mimic that for him.
Take that. Take that. Take
So I
that.
would love to collab on that aspect, just because like he's one of the reasons why I even got into music, So
I got you.
gotta mention
Good
him.
reason.
Um, I've always wanted to collab with Timberland, but like if we're gonna be tagging,
BA, 2A, two up, two down already.
I mean, we're gonna be tagging these people. I mean, I don't know how active Timberland is right now, but I want to get with the people and I've actually already met this next person, but Turbo, I wouldn't mind doing something with Turbo. He's the one
Mm.
who produced Drip Too Hard with Little Baby and Gunna.
Okay.
And I actually
Fire
met
joint, by
him
the way.
before he even blew up. We were touring with producer Grind. Didn't even know he was gonna be like this big producer, and then here he is. And so then you got Turbo. Let's see. And then I would love this to continue to collab with DJ Plug. I've collabed with him already, but I would love to collab even more.
Okay, cool. No, that's a real dope list. Um, Timbaland's active if the money's right. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's at that point in his career now. You know what I'm saying? Is where like if the paper ain't right, if the you gotta pay a lot to get him out of bed. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because he's so legendary. You know what I'm saying? Back in the '90s, I always tell people Virginia ran the hip hop scene in the '90s with all of the artists that was signed under Timbaland. You know what I'm saying? And all of the artists that he was bringing through to the 757. I remember I was working and was I working at McDonald's at the time? No. This is just me being at the mall. I was at Lynn Haven Mall, and at any given time, you can see Aaliyah, God rest her soul.
right,
You can see Genuine. You know what I'm saying? All the people that, you know what I'm saying, Timbaland had produced and worked with throughout all of that time. Like you can easily see them in Lynn Haven Mall all of the time. So that's why me being me, I'm not starstruck. I've seen them all. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I've seen them all. The McDonald's story, I was working at McDonald's in Lynn Haven Mall, and Teddy Riley pulled up. You know what I'm saying? It was him and like three other dudes. This is when I was working as a manager. I was training at the register. Teddy Riley pulls out like a big like a wad like that. You know what I'm saying? For the visual audience, you know what I'm saying? I'm pulling out a wad of money. You know what I'm saying? And he's just, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, it's just like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't get two fucks. You know what I'm saying? I was in the music at the time, but I ain't really get two
yeah.
fucks. But yeah, that's a dope list real quick though. Um
Can we put Zaytoven in there too? Zaytoven. Just
I mean, I had 5 slots for you. I didn't pressure you to do five. If you would have added five, like yeah, you could put Zaytoven in there. I like
yeah.
that. I like that list.
Go ahead and throw Zaytoven in there mm,
I'm
and
about
Jetson Made because
I'm
he's the
about
one.
to I'm about to start some stuff real quick, and we're gonna
Right.
we're gonna do some more time on the beat because I like you. You're real dope. What we gonna do? I'm about to just start some shit real quick.
Okay.
I'm about to really start some
I'm a
shit.
very honest person, and
Oh no, I'm about to really start some shit since we're talking about producers. This is gonna be hilarious. I love the bit that I'm about to do. Lil Baby in a minute on 106.7 The Beat, Columbus's real hip hop and R&B. It's my new music weekends live on your radio. God, oh Sarah B Beats. I'm gonna keep messing that up for a while.
Oh,
Sarah Beats on the show. You know what I'm saying? In the background, you hear her song "OnlyFans" featuring Keto Curry, T Hood, and Maxi Boy 328. On the podcast side, we was just talking about producers that she wanted to work with. She gave us a very good list from Diddy to Zaytoven, Turbo, doggone I forget the other two, but this is where I wanted to go with this. There's one producer that I personally love that you didn't mention, and I don't know if we can mention him because he's going through some stuff. Kanye West. Can I get Kanye West in the top 5 producers that you would love to collab with? Can I interest you in Kanye West?
If I was about clout and going the fast track, then I would say, yeah, I'll do whatever I need to do, collab with whoever. I personally wasn't interested in collabing with him even before the controversy, but I think he is a dope producer as well.
Okay, man, I was trying to start something, man, but I guess you're just like my dude DJ 321. I can't sell him. I can't sell him on Ye neither, man. He's my co-host on the SS Experience. Again, get the link on all my social medias at Henny Hardaway 75. I can't sell him on Ye neither. You know what I'm saying? He does not rock with Ye. But
And
I
it's
was just
not because of what's going on. It's not, mental health is a real thing. And, I just want him to get the help that he needs. But that's not the reason. It's just, I wouldn't put him into my top 5 who I want to work with. But that doesn't mean that he's not like one of the dopest producers out here. I mean, you can't knock that. I mean, I could have started out and said R. Kelly. What you think about that? Because he's also
Hey, look, y'all know. Hey, everybody knows my position on R. Kelly. I'm on the free R. Kelly bandwagon, but I ain't about to get myself in too much trouble since I already started this topic. When I get back from the break, though, we're gonna have more music from Sarah Bees, and we're gonna play her song "OnlyFans" featuring Keto Curry, T Hood, and Maxi Boy 328. When I get back from the break, I got music coming up from DJ Khaled, which I'm surprised that wasn't on the list neither. But let's keep that moving. Sweetie and Brent Fire, Sister Beat. I love to start trouble, man. I'm not messy per se, but I try to be clickbait worthy, but it doesn't really work out that well. But I be trying to start shit, so don't mind me. I was just trying to start some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Ye is like my R. Kelly right now because like I can go on the website and there's like something about Kanye West that's like going on that's like absolutely crazy, from him pulling up the Skechers and getting kicked. You know what I'm saying? Getting kicked out. You know what I'm saying? He tried to turn Yeezy into a Sketcher. Like, I wasn't wearing Skechers. You gonna turn a Yeezy into a Sketcher? Nah, I'm definitely good on that. You know what I'm saying? Then him trying to go to TJ Maxx and get distribution. I love TJ Maxx. I don't mind shopping at TJ Maxx, but they're not a sponsor of mine. Whatever you ever want to be, at Haney Hardaway 75, I'll definitely talk y'all up. I love TJ Maxx and Marshalls from time to time. But yeah, I was just trying to start some stuff. But no, you have a very good producer list. You know what I'm saying? You have a very good producer list. I like that.
Yeah, don't sleep on the Skechers, by the way. I just got me some memory foam Skechers. Most comfortable shoes I've ever had. So I just want to throw that in there.
All right, well, shoot, she's throwing that in there for Skechers. I'm not gonna diminish Skechers or talk any more junk than the junk that I already talked about Skechers. But if y'all want to be an advertising sponsor, at Haney Hardaway 75, I am for sale. I lied to you not. I will hate you now, but I will love you if you cut that check. Just keeping all the way $1,100. Don't really care. You know what I'm saying? I'm to the age where I need a retirement plan. So, yep. Just saying. But okay, Sarah B. So I want to tie you to well, before I tie you into the artists that you want to work with, because like I said, you got some real dope artists. Maxi Boy 328, T Hood, and Keto Curry. So is this the first song that you worked with each of these artists on already?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I could be messy and tell you and ask you to rank the verses, but I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that.
You want the clean version or the dirty version?
What ranking of their verses?
Oh yeah, like you talking about writing down their verses like word for word, or what you saying? Oh, you talking about ranking like
Who had the better verse?
Yeah, I got you.
But no, we don't got to do that. We don't got to do that. I ain't trying to be too messy. I just be like I said. I just be talking. I be trying to get some good content in. You know what I mean? But no, like I said,
verse. I like the nastiest verse on there because that's why I picked him. He's a nasty rapper, so I told him to be so nasty.
So so going to that real quick. I'm glad that you said it because that actually did just make me create a very good question. So you created the beat, right? So when you created the beat, did you already have the theme OnlyFans in mind when you created the beat, or how did the outside of you making the beat, how did the name of the track and all of this starts to where you now package it as this song is called OnlyFans?
Well, at the time when I made it, OnlyFans was like really popping. So I got a very nice young lady who's very near and dear to me. Had her record some audio of her moaning or making some sexually explicit noises, and then
Okay.
I took that, put it into my system, and then I just kind of picked my favorite part, added some filters on it, and just kind of worked it throughout the beat. It just I don't even have a melody on the beat. And that's the thing. Like when you keep it so simple, they say those are the best songs. Like it's no melody. It's just the moaning in the background. And then you got my 808s and some snares and claps and stuff like that. I just kind of just threw it in there. I didn't give it any thought. It's
Okay.
much different than some of the stuff that I'm creating like today, where it's more like Afro beats and reggaeton and things like that, and well thought out melodies. This one is just like I was going for the club. I was going for the strip club. I'm gonna be honest when I made it.
Okay, so going into the other type of beats that you said, like the EDMs, the Afro beats, and all of that, um, how do you feel like you do with those type of beats? Because I know this is a different game, it's a different genre, different type of artists that you working with. Like, how comfortable are you now in creating those? Because Afro beats and EDMs is kind of becoming its own genre. Like even when you listen to Carly Red, she has a song called "Work," which is in that whole, I don't know if you call it Afro beats. I know it's not reggaeton, but you get what I'm saying. It's like that different. It's not that hip hop R&B type genre. It's like its own, island type vibes or
Right,
whatever.
island vibe right there. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, how comfortable are you stepping into that world, and what made you want to shoot your shot to, I guess, diversify your portfolio and try to, produce that type of music?
Yeah. No, interesting story about that. I wasn't looking to dive into anything else because somebody told me a very known producer told me, gave me some advice. He said just pick one genre and just master it. But I did the opposite. One thing I didn't mention is that I'm signed to two co-publishing deals with two different music libraries. So I make music for TV as well, for music you hear like in Love and Hip Hop and All American, things like that. So the people who I'm signed to, they get music put in TV shows. So I don't have any TV placements right now, but it's coming. It's down the pipeline. Um, and what they do is they hit me up and say, hey, can you create us a volume of Afro beats? We need it to be in this tempo. Can you have it to us by next week? We need about ten instrumental tracks. So that's how I got into making your Afro beats, your reggaeton. I've even done some DC go-go. I think that's like what Charlie Brown and all that back in the day. So I was
Right.
even making some 90s DC go-go. Like and
Mm.
then and then I started making New York drill, and then you got your Chicago drill, and then you got the UK drill. So I've dibbled and dabbled in all of that. And it's all because of the company I'm signed to. They asked me, can you make this? And I said, I've never done it before, but I'm going to find out how to do it. I'm going to find the right instruments and I'll make it. I'll have it to you by next week. Because if it's going to help me get a placement on television, I'm pushing out albums. Like I'm pushing out 10-track albums to them every month when the average person can only do it every quarter, and supply artists with beats, selling it to them independently. And then a lot of Columbus people, if they're local people, I'll just F with them just because and sell or lease a beat for very cheap or for free.
Okay, okay.
So
I've heard about that music publishing type game where you submit music and they put it in commercials and stuff like that. I think I learned about that in college.
that's called the
Yes.
401k of music production.
Oh yeah, for sure, because you get those
Yeah.
residuals and those royalties and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So you said as of right now, you're not nowhere yet, but it's coming.
Oh, it's coming. I'm already signed to them, and I'm already pushing out work to them. And they say it takes time, but once it catches, it
So
just
what is
starts
it? So
going.
what? When you say it takes time and it catches, they just basically have to pick a beat that you've done and then go ahead and, put it somewhere?
Yeah. So when the TV shows reach out to them and they tell them the type of genre that they're looking for, then this music library in particular, which is very popular for like your VH1 shows and BET and all that, then they'll pick their best that they think fits what the editors are requesting, and then they'll send it over. It might be they might pick five of mine and maybe five of my other guy who signed with me, 5 of the other ones. They might send them 50, and then that editor will come back and say, okay, out of the 50, I picked 10, and that's how it go.
The reason I remember that is because, like I said, when I learned about it in college, always have to, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying,
I see you represent
yeah,
Virginia.
yeah, 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 all day. I was telling my brother's brother, you know what I'm saying, good young homie of mine, you know what I'm saying, my dude Kels, to basically create a whole bunch of beats and put them in a library and, you know what I'm saying, do exactly what you're doing, so somebody can like pick his beats out. But then the idea didn't catch on, so I'm glad that you mentioned that, because a lot of producers do need to, you know what I'm saying, option that route as well, instead of just, you know, trying to just produce beats and get an artist or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like you said, you call it the 401k, you know what I'm saying, you know, get that music up there. So I like that. I like that. So we got about like 5 minutes left, so I want to go ahead and get the song aired out and played at least real quick. So let's get back to beat audience in real quick. Kodak Black with Super Gremlin on 1067 to beat. Columbus is real hip hop and R&B. Shaheed's rock with you in your speakers. My on the wood makes everything good. Got Oh Sarah Beats on the show. We're gonna about to go ahead and get into her song Only Fans featuring Keto Curry, T Hood, and Maxi Boy 328. So before we get into the song Oh Sarah Beats, plug in your social medias and let everybody know, you know, where they can hear the record after they hear it on 1067 to beat.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me on Instagram. That's the main platform I use. O Sarah Beats on Instagram, OHSARAHBEATS. And then check out my artist, Dayla Fox, female rapper from London, UK. Definitely check her out. She's rapping on reggaeton, island beats, grime, drill. Check her out. She's Caucasian as well, and that's what. And she don't sound like it, but not saying that there's a sound for our ethnic backgrounds. I'm not saying that. I don't want to be
I
messy.
got you. I got you.
She's
Because
dope. She has
Yeah, because
bars.
Maxi Boy 328, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah. So check her out too. Dayla Fox, DAYLAFOXX on Instagram. Definitely check out her music. I produce for her and I manage her career. Um, there was one other thing I wanted to mention. Um, Maybe coming down the pipeline for VH1, My True Crime Story. I'm in communication with the writers. That's the show that's narrated by Remy Ma, for a story that I'm going to be telling later on as the daughter of a leader of someone who has his own organized crime ring. So that's another story that's coming down the pipeline. My close friends know about it, but I don't think anyone else in Columbus knows about my father. So I wanted to put that out there.
No, no, no. You know, you good, because I always wanted to narrate for American Greed. I'm waiting for Stacey Leach to I'm not gonna say kick the bucket. I don't want to say that, but I want to narrate for American Greed. I'm just putting that out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a story that I want to tell, but the people are around that, yeah, open cases can't really say nothing about it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh Sarah Beats, OnlyFans featuring Keto Curry, T Hood, and Maxi Boy 328. Thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right, no doubt. So we got a couple of minutes left. So this is about to just be strictly pretty much, you know, podcast talk or whatnot. Um no, like I said, like from the first time I heard the song, I mean, I gotta hear it like a little bit, you know what I'm saying, more
Right.
times or whatever. Saying to, you know what I'm saying, basically feel like the 100% of the vibe of it. But I always tell people it's not about me personally. It's always about, you know what I'm saying, the listener, and about, you know what I'm saying, them. I'm just the vessel, you know what I'm saying? I'm just the vessel. Like I don't try to be the gatekeeper where I try to shut stuff out or keep stuff out. No, I'm the door's open, you know what I'm saying? Just run through that joint, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happens after that happens. So like I said, I'm definitely rocking with the joint. So I definitely want to get some more you know, music from you or whatever. You know, because like I said, you're a producer, so it's kind of like when it comes to being a producer with other people on the songs, it's like, you know, you got to you can't judge a person off one song, because you got
Right.
to you got to listen to other verses, other things. So I definitely want to keep, you know, hearing your music, you know what I'm saying, you know, down the pipeline, or whatnot. But no, that's real good stuff though, man. Like I said, you being from Columbus, that's definitely
Absolutely.
a good thing as well. I just wish that, you know, the Columbus artists here were a little bit more open, a little bit, you know what I'm saying, especially towards out of towners like myself, who is, I'm just trying to help, you know what I mean? Because if I
Right.
got to work out here, in radio. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to travel to Atlanta to get business, to get work, or to do
I don't
things like
either.
that. You know what I mean?
I should
Because
be able to do it here.
yeah, because I had created an indie tailgate with my dude in Atlanta created the indie tailgate. I offered him to come up here because Ohio State, you know what I'm saying, on a Saturday is so much people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I thought that would be pretty dope. But the Columbus artist wasn't gravitating to that, even after I showed them like this is what it looks like, but this is in Atlanta at a Falcons game.
Right.
Imagine if this was at Ohio State and you guys from Columbus, you guys probably been around a tailgate once or twice or have noticed that the streets is all blocked off. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're driving down the highway on 315 and all of that shit, driving down Lane Avenue. Y'all
Yep.
notice that the highways are blocked off type shit because there's like 100,000 people just mobbing around. And I just always thought like, well, geez, like y'all should definitely get on.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's where it's at. They need to be down there performing at the college parties, and the music that I make, it's for those types of people. So if you listening and you're an older person, you're like, man, I'm just not feeling it. But it's because I'm listening to that younger crowd. I'm going for that 17, 16, 17 year olds, and that's who I'm like listening to and getting advice from.
Yeah, that's how you stay young in the game. That's why two of my female co-hosts are they're on the younger side of the carbon scale, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I need to keep that youthful energy. So Sarah, the chat's gonna cut off in about like a minute or so. So I want to invite you to come to the studio so that way you can get your get your pictures and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Get your studio vibes and stuff going. You're welcome to come. DM me your number. You're welcome to come by to the studio. I just after we do this, I gotta chop it up and I gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. No, I feel it.
But
Appreciate it.
definitely pull up to the station, get your pictures in. We got the video, which is what I wanted you to have, and then we'll go ahead and rock out from there.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, oh Sarah Beast, thank you for being on the show, man. We're gonna chop it up.
Appreciate the opportunity. Take care.
All right, you too.
You're listening to the SS Experience on SMG.